Good morning, year one, and welcome to our final day of work on time. Today we're looking at sequencing events in chronological order, and grown-ups, I've put up a load of links to different stories, although any story will do for the main part of the lesson. But if your child wants to watch one of the stories we've been doing this year, that would be probably very helpful. Okay, so before we start though, we've got our weekly arithmetic check. So get your whiteboards and whiteboard pens ready, and then we'll get going. So grown-ups, pause the video and start it again when you're ready for me to go through the answers to week 28. So 13 minus 1, I would do on counting beads, and that would give us 12. 8 plus 8 would be counting beads. 16, we also know double 8 is 16. We've got 19, we add nothing to something to get to 19, so that's still going to be 19. 4, I'd use tens and ones. What do I add to 4? I add a 10 bar, so it's 10 to make 14. I could use a number square and look down now. Something minus 1 makes 19. Number bonds to 20, or 1 plus 19 equals 20. We could use commutative law. 12 plus 1, number beads 13. 4 plus 3, number beads 9. 0 plus 19 is just an inverse of question number 3. So that's 19. 9 plus 8 is going to be number beads to 17, and 19 on number beads counting back to 16 is 3. 12 minus 11, gap of 1. 7 plus 4 is 11. 11 minus 4, commutative, would tell us it's 7. Then 5 plus something equals 12. Start 5 on your ruler or on your number square, count up to 12, you've made 7 jumps. And 11 minus 7 is 4. So, well done year one. That's the end of our arithmetic starter. So now we're going to have a look, and I'm going to explain what I want you to do today, and then also show you the added extra that's been placed on Doodle Maths. So, what you're going to do today is you're going to use a familiar story you like, and you're going to retell it in your own words. You're going to score a point if you use each of these words here. So if you use morning, in the morning so-and-so did something. In the afternoon, in the evening, that's brilliant. At night time, you could do before, you could do after, you could use next, you could use first, you could use last, you could use earlier, you could use later. And if you can use the next day, or the day after next, or later that year as well to expand it, that would be other points. It's completely up to you. So I put up links to the Gruffalo, which lends itself beautifully to this because it's one day's events. There's links to Nobot the Robot, which again is a one-day event, so that's really good. Then there's the Jack and the Beanstalk story I've retold, which actually is a bit harder because you've got several days. There's also Goat and Donkey in the Great Outdoors, which is another lovely story to use because that's set in one day. And then the last one I've included is The Lost and Found, which definitely takes place over a few days, given how long it would take to row to the Antarctic. So those are some example stories you might use, but if you wanted to, you could use any story. And if you can, send a video in of you retelling this story. That would be amazing. Okay, so we're actually going to need to rewind this, or maybe pause the story now pause the video now before I show you what I want you to do for Doodle Maths. Okay, and once you've done that, you need to log into Doodle Maths, and there is just one task today which tests your understanding of using the days of the week, the months of the year, and the sequencing language that you've just practiced today and yesterday. Okay, and that is the end of this week's maths. Well done year one, another brilliant week of work.